Up on Facebook. Cool. All right, let's turn this music down. All right, turn the music down. Let's see what we got stuck up is the bank got trapped in an install loop or something. So we're gonna try again to see if we can get the bank to install. And it's because I was being hard-headed and trying to be fast. You know how that goes, man. Yo, all these wares. I don't want to move them right now. About to get sidetracked again and get myself right into another one. So audio. I extracted it here. Let me drop it in the in music folder and see what happens. I'm about to be hard-headed. This is one of the beautiful things, I guess, about being a tech nerd is sometimes we play. And sometimes it doesn't work well, but this is one of the things that happens to me that where I get distracted sometimes too, though. So if I look in here, it doesn't show up in here right now. Just because it doesn't show up in here, I think I'm gonna pull it up out of here too. Just so I don't confuse myself. All right, so let's open the software center one more time first. Make sure the bank doesn't show up in there. Okay, the bank doesn't show up in there. I'm gonna go to my hardware. Click on the MPC. It doesn't expand. It's under my software where that happens. Nope. There's somewhere, one of these views showed what software was installed on the MPC. Oh yeah, all right, so right here. Expand that. Essential Instruments. I wonder if Essential Instruments included the bank in it. We're gonna find out. Might be screwing myself by trying to install the old version of the bank. But we're gonna find out. Let's get this out of there. We'll reinstall the Essential Instruments if we need to. But saw how the bank wasn't installing before, right? So let's Control Z to undo, move that back in here. Let's link it back up again. I wonder if this older version of the bank is installing over the version that's included in Essential Instruments. So we're gonna load it up here first. And from here, I wonder if that double click even registered. Okay, so it's opening the bank right here, you can see. Wait for it to finish opening that. We'll try and kick off that install again. If this install works, we'll see what happens. See if I can load up that while you're here session and see if I get that error message again. If I do, maybe we'll try and reinstall the MPC Essential Instruments over top of this and see what happens. Maybe we'll even uninstall this first and then reinstall the Essential Instruments. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a journey, and I should probably be taking notes and writing down notes and all that to do all this so I can know what order I'm going to do this in, but I'm just freestyling that. I'm in play mode for right now. I'm in curiosity and play mode, which we know what they say about curiosity and the cat, but whatever. These instrumentals from a project called the Interlude. It's the instrumental version of the Interlude collaborative project between One to Dial, myself, and Q from Grayskull. My beats, Q's co-production and engineering skills and help on arrangement, and man, I mean, incredible assistance on that front. And then Sheed Wonderdile, his leadership on the project. He's the MC who conceptualized the project. There's a story to it. And he also did some co-production. He did the cuts, most of the cuts on there. He had his cousin also play a role on there. And we got Ida, Alligator Alfred on there too. Ada, she came through like a champ and really hooked us up with a little assist on there. I think that's it as far as additional hands on that pot. But it's a dope little short 15-minute project. That's perfect for getting ready in the morning, getting off to work or whatever. And the instrumental right there was the one that Aida was on. This one is a little commercial segue in between that and the next song, because these three are a package actually. It's called Pre-Church, and then this one is the drive on the way to church, and then the next song is called Church. It's a dope project, man. Real dope project. Really, really happy. It's my favorite project released to date right now, actually. There's that attention deficit, and then I don't count this instrumental album I did called Find a Voice. I was experimenting and just trying to get out of my pocket, trying to get out of my comfort zones, forcing myself out of my comfort zones and not being able to hide in them. To find a voice within myself, things that I wouldn't normally try, finding, experimenting, and also finding voice in music, things I hadn't heard people doing in music. Trying to open up new pathways for myself, I guess, essentially. And then my original project was Addiction Services, which is a horribly mixed project by myself. But it was when I knew I was going to quit making music and just focus on trying to be a better parent, because I had custody of my kids at that point. My daughter was just over 1. My son was about 7 or 8. And I was a mess in a whole bunch of different ways. So and I knew I wasn't really serious about music. So it was time to let it go, but I couldn't do it without at least doing another project. So I dropped the project, did no promo on it or anything. All right, this is where the install for the bank went last time. It was installing and then running package scripts. I wonder if it's going to get stuck here again. It's a 7 gig install. I'm not going to do anything else while the install is going. I think I'm going to just let it run, as a matter of fact. And maybe I'm just going to shut up and maybe I'll just let the interlude play. Born Supreme, thank you. Peace, God. Peace, King. I don't know if y'all still there, but peace, peace, peace. Video is still paused. I apologize. Oh, it looks like it's going from here. I don't know if it's still there, but maybe at the YouTube stream. Like, they call these bad boys public. YouTube's the only public stream. Peace, who? What's up, brother?
Early to rise,
see where this install is. Fighting through trying to install the bank on here because there's an old session I was trying to get going. So I figured I'd try installing the bank, but I think it's an old version of the bank and I may be screwing myself. So just gotta play around and troubleshoot and figure I'd do it on live. That Tina Marie sample, I gotta give a shout out to King C for the inspiration on that. He used to do stuff like that with his those vocal samples and shit back in the 90s, man. I used to love that, man. So it's the only time I really tried and played with it like that, I think. Now check this install log. All right, looking at this install log, something I see this interesting. Post installed, so it looks like it's trying to finish up the installation at 10:12. It's 10:20 now, so it looks like it gummed up here. And I see it had some instances where it was trying to make directories. This mkdir, that's a make directory command. It was trying to create a folder, but since this is already installed, those folders exist. The bank one especially, like it tried to create a folder named support under application support named Akai. That's already there, obviously, because a whole bunch of Kai stuff there. It's already an MPC folder there, a whole bunch of stuff in there, I'm sure. There's also the bank file folder in there. That might be because I didn't uninstall the bank first. So maybe what I'm going to do is crash this out, reboot again, and uninstall the bank and then reinstall. We'll see what happens. This line right here, this is the last action that it logged. It's a post install. It's trying to kill, I guess it's install sandbox script. It's trying to run a script, I guess, right? Let's see. Line 46 in the script is where something went wrong. And I don't know if my window's not wide enough to show everything was going on. Yeah, bad CPU type and executable. Okay, so this installer might not be compatible with this type of Mac. It's an old installer from when I had an Intel based Mac. This is an M1 right here, so it may just be that installer is completely incompatible. So I may have to do a virtual machine to get the bank to work for those old sessions anyway. And since it's an old installer, it may not know how to crash out of the install. So I'm just gonna crash it out again, I guess. Let's see if it'll let me do it. First, let's just try quit. Install is busy. Obviously, yeah, it's not gonna let me do that. Crashing it out is gonna be interesting, man. I don't know if it's gonna let me. All right, so I did the force quit. Let's see, after the force quit, well, let me try and uninstall. Okay. I'm scared to do this uninstall, to be honest. I'll be real. But let's see. Uninstalling the bank. Uninstall the bank from your computer. Yes. Installation was not found. Okay. So maybe it failed to install, I guess. I don't know. Let's see what happens if we try. I wonder if I should open the software to see what happens. Let's open up the software. Scanning plugins right now to see what shows up. See if there's an instance of something called the bank in here at all. And let's see if we can find out what happened to the bank online. Let's do a little Google search real quick. Yeah, it's such an old plugin, man. This might just not be worth working with. All right, let's see. Complete guide to MPC expansion packs. Let's look on this page for the bank. Plugin expansion syntax is actually another type of expansion referred to within the MPC software. The plugin expansion examples include blah, blah, blah. These are not sample expansions, but are more like VST plugins. MPC software is hybrid pre-installed, but you can also download the plugins from your Kai Music account. These plugin expansions are apparently not compatible with standalone MPCs. Yeah, that makes sense. So I can't expect that to be on here. Version plugin version the same concept as these new. They are proprietary plugins. Okay. Am I learning anything? Have it 3, use the expansion browser. These are different. I'm not worried about creating some, although I know U mentioned creating these something dope. So maybe one day I'll find out about that and play with that. I always install it, but never actually do anything with it. All right, but looks like the bank is actually absolutely legacy. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Let's see. So we got a crash on error multi-delay. 36 failed. I wish I could filter these, to be honest. But let's see if we see the bank in here. Is there a way to search these? Nope. It'd be dope if they give you a search folder for this too. All right, so complete control, air phase, guitar rig, Melodyne, Bell Studio, air frequency shifter. There's a bunch that failed on here. Now Loom. Let's just see what shows up as available plugins before we do anything else. Ooh, removed. I ain't heard that in a minute. I'm doing research right now to see if this Essential Instruments 2 has the bank included in it. MPC 1 comes with the bank. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if I look at the... See, this one kind of throws me off. I wonder if I can find a version of the bank inside here. I don't see... Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta go potty. So I might step away for a minute. We might just kill this and but let's see. This is 3 years ago. So it means there's probably a newer version of the bank installed at least. There's MPC 2.10, 809 of the bank were mentioned there. So let's see if we could just find the bank as a plugin. Got a free plugin offer. Your choice of complimentary plugin. Redeem voucher. I should have MPC stems already, right? Okay, none of those include the bank. Let's see. Let's see this real quick. I don't see, I see stem separation. Oh, it's not activated. How do I activate that? Do I need to get a serial number for it? Kareem just mentioned this song yesterday. It's called The Sawmill. So the audio.